Hello and welcome. We are here at the etnow.in Business Conclave and Awards 2025. We have with us Dr. G. Manoj, the founder and director of Good Health Super Specialty Clinic. Hi, sir. How are you doing today?
Good. Thank you so much for calling, and it's nice being here.
Sir, my first question would be: what inspired you to pursue this profession first?
Definitely, service to the humankind, the mankind, and of course, it's my mother's wish to, become a doctor. Yeah, my father is a lawyer, but then it was a tough challenge between a lawyer and a doctor. But I finally chosen my mother's way.
Okay. My second question would be: what would be the major milestones and challenges in building and growing the clinic?
So milestones definitely, it's been you really have to slog hard work. Being available in our profession is very important, especially when a patient needs her in the emergency times. Maybe it's odd hours, early morning, late nights. So availability and being true to your profession, being passionate about your profession, and no shortcuts. You have to basically aim for a longer vision, not a shorter vision. So that plays a very important role in our profession. And the challenges, definitely, apart from initially, the financial challenges, we have come from the smaller way. And you have to basically be consistent and be dedicated and upgrade and update yourself.
So talking about upgrade and update yourself, how is the clinic managing to adapt to technology now in the healthcare space?
That is actually growing very rapidly. We were inside discussing with Dr. Velumani. It is like the internet in the last 30 years, the Instagram in the last 10 years, the chat GPT in the last 2-3 years. So it is evolving rapidly. And if you want to sustain and you want to be in the race, you have to upgrade and update. Patients, not even the young generations, even the seniors and the super seniors, they are into this, like, the Insta, the reels, and they are very well aware. Most of the patients who come to us nowadays, especially when we live in Mumbai, and we have patients all across the globe. We have patients from Mumbai who have settled abroad in US, UK, Canada. Children are there, parents are here. So it's a global world now with internet. And so you have definitely to answer all the queries, to take care all their emergencies, and especially at the same time be human and give a personal touch. So this is all things which matters a lot these days. And maybe it's mattering from before also, but then the demand is increasing day by day, the challenges are increasing day by day, because the choices are increasing day by day. You have lots of choices available.
Yeah, my next question for you would be: India now has 90 million adults living with diabetes in 2025, the second largest globally, actually. What are the main reasons for these explosive growth, and what are the things that you can avoid to not be a diabetic patient right now?
First and foremost important is lack of physical activity. Many of them are, like, sitting at one place, and many of them travel from home to the office by their vehicle, whether it is two-wheeler in the Mufassil or in the second or third tier cities, or the four-wheelers over here. And more of junk foods and more of fast foods. Second is stress. The increasing stress day by day, meeting challenges, meeting targets. So that is the second thing. Third, when we are born in India, when we're born in this Asian subcontinent, we are gifted with diabetes. You can delay the disease, but you cannot avoid it. So having good lifestyle modifications, taking care of your diet, taking care of your stress. I usually quote this 3S. One is sleep. You have adequate sleep. Second S is stress. Avoid stress. It's easier said than done. But then everybody, even a newborn, even the child has stress in the school. And third is smoke, the tobacco part. That is killing. And so these 3S, if you take care of that, definitely you can delay the disease and you can live longer.
So we were talking about diabetes and you didn't mention sugar in your S.
Yes,
Why
of
is
course.
that?
Fourth S is sugar. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sugar is one of the important S when
Yes.
you, because we practice in diabetes and heart both.
Yeah.
So fourth S definitely is sugar. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so with alternatives coming in, stevia and monk fruit and all that stuff, is that healthy or is that also something that you should avoid?
So what we counsel the patient. You really have to counsel the patients if you can avoid sugar in in whatever way. That would be the best thing what they can do. If not, if somebody has a sweet tooth, if somebody has craving for sugar, then stevia is a better option than other. Yeah.
All right, I have some rapid fire questions for you, sir. Type 1 or type 2 diabetes, what is more challenging?
Both are challenging, but type 2, the quantity is more. There are lots of type 2 diabetes. So counseling them, training them, diagnosing early diagnosis and the compliance part. In type 2 diabetes, it is very difficult to see that the patient is compliant.
Okay.
Type 1 diabetes, they are after the initial hiccups, a patient, the newborn, the teenager, all the child, they are quite compliant taking the insulin.
Yeah.
But type 2 adult diabetes is very challenging.
Yeah. Next is early diagnosis or lifestyle change. What do you think is more important?
Early diagnosis definitely is important, but then for a continuation phase, the lifestyle modification plays a very important role.
Definitely. One food Indian diabetics and heart patients should not have.
It is the carb-rich diet. Whether it is in the rice, it could be one of the things, or the bread and the burger. That thing.
And highly oily stuff.
Highly oily
especially,
stuff.
yes.
Yeah.
And what is the most surprising myth that you hear about diabetes?
They say nowadays diabetes is reversible.
Okay.
So what we have been taught and what we known, we have been counseling the patients is you can have a honeymoon phase, what we call.
Okay.
When we start the treatment along with the lifestyle modifications and the exercise and the treatment, there is a phase where you can you are free of blood sugar levels are in control.
Yeah.
But you have to keep a watch regularly on that.
Yeah.
It cannot be totally reversed. Many a times patients, sugar theek ho gaya, now they stop all the lifestyle modifications and then again start eating, stop exercising. So that is a myth.
Yeah.
Like you actually have to live with it.
Yes.
You should have the art of living with it. You should know to conquer it. You should know to take care of it.
Yeah.
The more you take care of it, the disease will take care of yourself. If the complications are delayed. It is not the sugar, it is not the diabetes, but the complications are dreadful. Maybe it is amputation of the leg, going of the eyes, or a silent heart attack. Patients walk into the hospital with a chest discomfort, sweating, but he already had a heart attack couple of days or weeks ago.
Okay.
So many a times in India they mistake it with acidity and gas.
Yeah.
So in that case, it is like what I say, अगर डर से किसी का benefit है तो डरना जरूरी है. That overconfidence is not good in this disease.
One last question: most satisfying moment in cardiology practice?
Cardiology is a very fruitful practice, because when we treat the patients, we get good results, and then patients is also equally, considerate and equally happy. So, and then in the long run, when he takes care of himself, definitely we are saving a bread earner of a family.
Yeah.
So many a times in India, we have young heart attack patients, 30, 35, 40, 45. So when we save a bread earner, it is really very soothing.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
It was really great.